Well, it is finally going to happen for one of these two teams. Someone is going to win their very first Carolina Cup. It is LABATT Blues against Border Patrol. Welcome to the RSHL. Daniel Wilson here. Well, both teams have come a very long way. The LABATT Blues with their second attempt at the Carolina Cup after failing to get it last year from my Viking Devils, but they did get some revenge this year. But now they will have to face a very different opponent, the Border Patrol, who have come a long way since joining the league last year, coming from a season with no wins to going all the way to the final round. And we can contribute to the development of quite a bit of quality players for the team. So what will be the big factor on this one? The youthful talent of the Border Patrol or the experienced defense from the LABATT Blues? To go to the breakdown, we'll start with the LABATT Blues, and for this one I am going to go with Thomas Mayers, currently tied for second in the points column with Bailey Dennis. And he is the playmaker, leads the team with assists with 7. So he is going to be out on the floor, try to look for some routes to open up. But the question is, will they have Keith LeGros in the net? Last time they did have Dave Story. He played his only game and let go of 5 goals. But if they do get Keith LeGros in there, the Border Patrol have quite a puzzle on their hands trying to get around. Speaking of, for Border Patrol, we'll go with Cameron Pratt. Leads the team with 23 points. And he and Barrett Modi have joined a very exclusive club, the 20-point club. And with Modi scoring 13 goals for the game, Cameron Pratt currently has 9, just a little short of the double digits. And if he does score, he will become one of the very few to get pretty much the equivalent of a double-double in basketball, a double-digit points in goals and assists. And we'll see if they have either, I believe Ryan Carpenter will be in net tonight, and he has a pretty low goal against average, but pretty average save percentage, which tells me that the defense do a good job in trying to control shots on net. So with that out of the way, we are getting ready. Someone is going to win their first Carolina Cup, and the ball drop is next.
Officials for our C Division game, Greg Berlantia center and Brian Hooks on the boards. And this C Division final is underway. Joe Gill trying to keep it, but it's going to be Dave Fisher for the Blues. Tries to center it, knocked away by Cameron Pratt. Other way we go, Border Patrol. Clears across the line, tries to send it back in, kept in by Hunsinger. Connects forward to the circle, shot going wide. It is Dave Story in the net instead of their usual Keith LeGros. We'll see how that turns out for the Blues as we go forward in this game. Connects up to Pratt off the boards. Tries to center, nobody available behind the net. Trying to go around is Modi, but is cut off by Dave Safreed. Left corner, fighting for possession. Sanders up, and that one tipped. A leg save by Story coming from Modi. Bailey Dennis trying to clear it out. And went off of Pratt. Gill with possession at the point. Tries to go slot. And Modi unable to handle it. They go to the corner along with Jesse Hickerson. Modi still has control on the corner. Protecting the ball, taking it to the circle. Look at that triple team. Try center up. Open Hunsinger. Backhand. That's blocked. Second chance. That is blocked as well. And Fisher will clear it out, and they will get a change. As Border Patrol reset. Moving in is a shot. Oh, great save by Jim Trevis. Left wide open in the slot, but unable to get around. Dennis in a double team. Finds some help. Former Cyrus Ashley back at the point. Back to Ashley. Lost control. Back the other way, but knocked away by Dennis. Ashley still has control. Triple teams. Still loose ball. Shot. On hits the crossbar. Some great chances for both sides. Trip Carter at the point. Shot. Saved by Trebus. Second chance. Stopped. And a cover-up. Some great chances for both sides as we are 2 minutes into this game.
Better than any center the last 4 years.
They'll go back to the Blues. Center shot, save, rebound, score! Score first, up 1-0. Lyle Blue with a goal. And that will be his second of the season. The stat sheet shows he only has 2 points for the season. So that will be his third. And an early lead for the Blues. Still plenty of time. As Thomas puts it across the line, that's McMahon. And center up for... And McMahon sends it back across. Back to Clement. Shot blocked. Brian Weaver trying to clear out. Goes back to the line over to Jesse Hickerson. Back to Clement. Blue trying to send it across. McMahon with a shot. That is blocked. And covered up by Trebus.
Let's go.
So the Blues getting a flurry of chances early in the game. Centers up, shot wide of the net. Another one that is behind the net. Another one wide angle shot, and Trebus stops the play. And now the Border Patrol having some struggles getting out of their zone.
Nice work, dude. That was a good shit all around, guys.
Won by Dennis. Shot partially blocked and a save by Trebus. The Blues will keep it in, and it's stuck on the safety netting, and unfortunately for them, it's coming out.
Guys, just worry about getting deep.
And one again by the Blues, so we'll push it back in. As the Border Patrol tag up, Amato pushes it across, but it'll be Evan Mandel trying to avoid one man. Bailey Dennis with control. Send it back to Trip Carter. Takes a poke check up in the air, and it will be kept in by Carter. Shot wide of the net, behind the net. Looking for a wraparound chance, instead gives it to Dennis. Back to Sean Mitten. And looking for a tip from Mandel, unavailable. Brian Weaver with control for Border Patrol. Crosses to Vinny Amato. And takes a bump as he does clear it out. And Sean Mitten will gather the loose ball behind his net and will take his time. Will send it across. Does find Bailey Dennis. Trying to avoid Joe Gill. Here's a shot. Score! Bailey Dennis finds the top corner, and the Blues have a 2-0 lead. That will be his 7th. So great placement on the shot as Dave Fisher will take control. Shot going wide of the net. And a bouncer and covered up by Trebus. And all the chances are going the Blues' way right now. And another chance is covered up by Trebus. It looks like the LABATT Blues have become an entirely different team ever since they started making the Carolina Cup Finals. That's it, Dave. There's another chance. That hit the post.
Give it, Dave.
Another chance. That is blocked by Modi, trying to poke it out, unable to get it out. Modi trying to get out of the zone, but gave it away to Ashley. They'll head to the corner. Keith Clements. Back to Hickerson. Shot. That's blocked. Picked up by Modi. He'll clear out.
Hard.
Now a race between Safrit and Hunsinger. Along the boards, kept in by Modi. Modi is second on goals, or points rather. He leads on goals. And it's going to be cleared out of the zone by Clement. Joe Gill will take a look and will trot it down. Gill will set it up over to Cameron Pratt. He intended to, but it's knocked away by Hickerson. Give away over to Hunsinger. Shot and a save by Dave Story. Hunsinger trying to set her up. Blocked. It'll be up to Fisher and just missed me. I didn't even flinch. And back over to Trip Carter, a place off the course, but a good keep in by Matthews, and it will be back to the Blues possession. While Blue trying to hang on for control, now pinned up by Modi. Look at a triple team, and trying to clear it out is Cameron Pratt, the points leader of the team. Trying to get away from Trip Carter. And taken down. Yep, there's going to be a penalty call, and it is called by Greg Parlanti, and it's Trip Carter with a trip. They're going to call hooking on this one, so. But either way, Trip Carter.
By his hand pulling the stick. That's why. If you look stick out, his stick was up by.
Once I lift, I got
And penalty kill units go straight to work as that will roll into the glove of Story. Okay. And another one won by the Blues. They've been winning the face-offs, and they will go straight to work on the PK. Matthews will pick it up from Trebus and will send it out to Vinny Amato. Trying to avoid Bailey Dennis, and will just push it into the corner. And fight for it, and it will be cleared out again. And Trebus almost lost control for a moment, and we'll give it to Zach Beasley. Back to Vinny Amato. So far, power play has not been effective. Shot is sticked away by Story. A weak shot. And stumbling over was Hickerson, but they will get it over to McMahon. He'll walk it up and does get across. They're going to try to attack shorthanded. Backhands it, trying to look for Dennis. Not available. Weaver will push it into the left corner. Dennis one more time for the Blues.
Get there.
Across over to Hickerson. I'll take a bump from Vinny Amato. And he's doing his job killing the clock, but kept in by Beasley. Over to Weaver, whiffs a shot, but does get to Jake Amato. He can't get a shot. Here's Dennis, he'll clear out. And look out, here comes McMahon, shot, save! Short-handed attempt by McMahon and a pad save. The power play is just not working for the Border Patrol. It's a shot, tipped wide. 10 seconds left on the power play. They try to clear out, unable to get around Hunsinger, pops out, back to Hickerson. Will backhand it. He'll try to race to the line, but the power play is over. Trip Carter out of the box. Hickerson with control in the corner. Will pass up to Keith Clement. And look out, has trouble behind him, taking a bump. Will get away, and a whistle, it is offside. So that was an ineffective power play for the Border Patrol. as it looked like they were more dumping and chasing, and that's not going to work against the Blues. And another face-off win for the LABATT Blues, and they'll just push it back down into the opposite corner. Joe Gill taking a look, but it will just leave it for Matthews, and look out, he's got some company behind him, but Matthews will get it, but it goes off a foot. Tries to set her up, nobody available, man going down, that was accidental. Tries a shot, just wide, rebound. It is still outside the net, back over to Trip Carter at the point. He's unable to hold the line, and he will just push it across, and that will give time for the Blues to tag up.
Get on the side.
Hunsinger for the Border Patrol. Now crosses, going for Modi.
Get that stick down.
Modi will carry himself. Shot, save, rebound, wide of the net from Hunsinger.
Stick with your man!
Back over to Matthews. Shot is blocked. In the slot, heads to the corner. Clement with control, sends it around the boards, but it's going to go back to Modi. Modi, whoa, took a big bump, but no call for that. Good keeping by Matthews, but Mandel will send it back in. As we approach a minute 30 left in the first period. Border Patrol tags up and they'll send it back in. Nickerson will just face this one down. Blues will make a change on their forwards. And we'll send it off the boards. It reaches Cyrus Ashley, taking a poke check from Joe Gill. Centers up, unable to find Dennis, and Modi sends this out. Stays free. They'll take a look and we'll send up to Fisher. Fisher trying to go deep, but knocked down by Modi. He clears it out again with a minute remaining in the period. Cyrus Ashley across to an open Fisher, but it's going to be gloved down by Jim Trebus. With 50 seconds remaining in the first period. The first 2 minutes looked like it was going to be an even game, but it has since been Blues all the way. And back into the corner. Border Patrol will have to try to get another attack going. Does manage to get through. It's Kurt Hunsinger. But a poke check. It's going to be Cameron Pratt with 23 seconds. Tries a shot that is lobbed into the corner. Modi trying to hang on for dear life, but it's going to be Ashley. He'll get around. Now has to face Joe Gill. Look out for Bailey Dennis at center, but they will get across. 10 seconds remaining in the period.
Nice, Dave, still there.
Still in for the Border Patrol. Shot just wide of the net from Joe Gill, and he covers at the end of the period. So we thought we were going to get a close game, but 2 on the board for the Blues, 2-0 after 1. Ball control has been an issue for the Border Patrol in the first period. That's something they got to fix here. And this has been a lot of dumping and chasing, but that's not working, as that will be sent off the boards from Trip Carter. Wild Blue tries center for Clement, unable to find him. Back out, and Carter will send it back. Border Patrol for possession, taking a look. Wild Blue moving in. Jake Amato trying to get him off, and sent back in by Carter. And Amato did realize that they were in the middle of a change, and it's going to be an offside.
Go, Blue.
And that was quite an early change, just less than 30 seconds into the period. Because I don't think it was an injury or anything. And that will be off the boards. It'll be Jake Amato, rather. Tries the center, shot, and that is blocked. And Matthews trying to push back in, but it'll be McMahon. Moving in is Barrett Modi. Jake Amato again. Looking at Trip Carter, and bumps into him as they'll head to the half-end boards. Now fight for control as they will just get the change in time. Just avoids the too many men call. As the Blues one more time push it back out. No icing here.
Give me one.
Ryan Weaver will take it behind his net. And we'll will send it off the boards and intercepted by Clement, but knocked back by Weaver. He'll place it up to Jake Amato. Crosses to Vinny, and a save. Rebound, and another block as a couple men go down. No call for any of that. And the Border Patrol looking for a call. They're not going to get one, and here's McMahon on a breakaway. Shot. Bobby McMahon. His first goal. Only his second point this season, and McMahon has a goal. We'll see how the Border Patrol reacts to this, because they wanted a call. They didn't get it, and now they're down 3-0. It's off the safety netting. Poke check, Dennis, and a poke check back the other way. And it'll be sent back in, and the Blues forced to tag.
All right, tagging up. Here we go. Back.
Joe Gill. It'll be sent down. Again, the dump and chase is not working here. They have not changed their strategy. It's going to be Joe Gill. Back in his own corner. Gave it away to Dennis as poke checked. Back to Gill. And back to the point. Chase for control. Dennis has it for the Blues. Back over to Hickerson. To the circle. Backhanded. Score! With the goal, and the Blues up 4-0. Backhanded through the 5-hole. Mandel with his third of the season. And now the Border Patrol really need to get moving here. That one is off of Mandel's foot and cleared out over to Joe Gill. Off a stick and back into Blues territory. The Border Patrol clearly have not changed their strategy at all. They've been going with a dump and chase all this time, and now they're going to carry in. Modi trying to fight through, and it's going to roll into the glove of Dave Story.
Run your ass off, 94. Good guy.
And one by Border Patrol. Shot! Pass save, rebound, another save, and Story has it.
We got Dave.
Well, at least the Border Patrol is making progress in getting the shots on net, and that is right now the first thing they need to do is try to at least get it to the net. And it will be Fisher trying to clear out, and it is an icing against the Blues. Oh no, they're going to wave it off. They wave off the icing, and so play continues. It will be a crossover to Joe Gill. Up to Modi. Rethinks the strategy, now carries in himself. Looking at a double team. Here's a shot. Saved by Story. Rebound blocked by Carter. Gill at the point. Shot wide of the net.
Go Blue!
Modi one more time from the corner. Backhanded crosses intended for Pratt. Unable. Fisher goes left. Here's Ashley from the left circle. Centers. Unable to find Dennis. Centers. Off. Here's a shot. And that one partially blocked. Back to Carter. We'll send it back deep. Into the corner. Bailey Dennis. Behind the goal line. Taking a shove from Cameron Pratt. And stepped on the ball and takes a tumble, but does get it out of the zone. As Mitten takes a look at Kurt Hunsinger into his own corner. As the Border Patrol got to keep an eye on that as they're in the middle of a change. And Matthews off the safety netting and back to Dave Fisher. They'll take a long shot, but that's blocked on the way, and Matthews will play it over to Weaver. Back and forth, back to Weaver. Has to tag up, and yeah, that bounce caught everybody off guard. and it will be lifted back into the corner. Beasley will take a look as the Blues make a change. And here's Matthews the other way. Matthews with a shot from the boards that's blocked. Poked by McMahon. Taking a shove from Cameron Pratt. They're now going at it. Physical play starting to pick up. And it's going to be back across over to Weaver. Poke checked. It's going to be Clement the other way for the Blues. Off a foot, and Pratt will take it for Border Patrol through center. Poke check from Blue. And double team puts it back over to Matthews. Crosses over to Hunsinger. But it's going to be Carter, and he'll put it back. Weaver puts it back in. And Carter. And if you heard, I think it was Mandel calling that they were offside, but apparently Carter didn't quite get the message.
Yeah, boys. Good shift. Don't get anything.
Won by the Blues. Off the boards, Matthews puts it in, and Story will drop it off to Hickerson off the boards, but it goes over to Ryan Weaver. Weaver trying to look for man, unable. Tries to center up. It'll be Vinny Amato, centers, and that's actually covered up by Dave Story. Less than 6 remaining.
Guys, you know when the wind is changing. That's right. Do the right thing. Don't play that ball. Let them chase it. They're going to take chances.
And one again by the Blues. They've been dominating the face-off dot throughout much of the first half. And it will be a long pass. It does hit a stick, and it's going to be down over to Zach Beasley. Up to Vinny Amato. Took a bump. Jesse Hickerson tries to go to Dennis. Tested by Jake Amato. Shot! That's high. And a couple of open men on the left side. And that pass going wide. A wide angle shot wide of the net from Dennis. So a couple of wide angle shots as they battle for possession along the bench. And it will be Amato. Into the corner. And the Amato tries the shot, pops up. It'll drop behind the net. They attempt to clear, and it's going to be, if it reaches the line, icing.
Good job. That left go. Go, boys. What are you doing? What in the world are you doing? Am I out there or what? Yeah. Look out. Gotta take some smell salts, got
But maybe we can contribute the struggles of the Border Patrol to the forechecking and the back-checking of the Blues. Because they have had trouble entering their zone for quite a bit of this game. As it'll be sent around the boards. Clement unable to hold on, but it'll be back to Trip Carter. And Vinny Amato steals it. We'll head over to the corner. And now it will be sent back, and Clement plays upwards, taking in. So back checking from Joe Gill. Waits for the tag, gets it, and now will push up over towards Carter, but it'll be Clement. Ryan Weaver will take a look and will trot back to his own territory. And now across to Joe Gill. Gill looking at Fisher. Will take a bump. Again, that back checking being very effective for the Blues. And Fisher pushes out. And it will be played off the boards a little too far for Vinny to take control. It will be back over to Johnson, and he'll play back down, and the Blues one more time have control. Taking a look, and we'll play off the boards. Joe Gill blocked. Back over to Weaver. He'll dump it back down. And we got to cut down on those. Being down 4-0. They got to get moving on the attack.
Come on!
It's going to be Jake Amato along with Sean Mitten. Does get out over to Joe Gill. Gill off the boards. Poke back in. Waits for the tag, but he'll have to give up to McMahon. And he'll dump around back behind the net. Johnson take a look, and here comes McMahon to the corner. Fighting for possession. Still looking for it. It'll pop out. And Clement and Johnson were fighting for it. Now it is Clement with a shot high of the net. Joe Gill takes a poke check from Loud Blue, and Trebus has to cover.
Good job, Trip. How you get up, buddy?
Now, to give you an idea, the Blues came into the game with 33 goals. The Border Patrol came in with 53. The Blues have 4 here, and the Border Patrol still empty. So what it has been the team with the clear offensive advantage is having a lot of struggles, and he's going to be held here, and a penalty will be assessed to the Blues. It's going to be a hold.
Let's get that retaliation now.
They're going to call interference on this one. Yeah, he held Modi, and it's going to be enough to get a power play for Border Patrol. It is agreed that is called.
All right, we'll make sure we get the hit back into.
That was weak.
Won by Border Patrol. Shot is wide. Their first power play was ineffective, and it'll be back over to line, unable to hold it. Beasley back in his own zone as we approach a minute left in the period. As Dennis thinking shorthanded. Back out it goes, trying to keep it in. Is it in? They say it is. Well, it's not going to matter now because Border Patrol has it. And Modi wasn't paying attention to the play, and that will force Border Patrol back.
There we go. Shoelace.
And back to Hunsinger at center. Now crosses to Modi. Looking at one. Now tries to play back to Beasley. Into the corner. Kurt Hunsinger with control.
Hey, somebody in the middle!
Hunsinger behind the play. And it's going to be back over to Matthews. Shot wide. With 20 seconds remaining in the period. Centers unable to get a clear shot. Hickerson holding on, trying to kill off some time. Pratt is trying to play aggressively, and it will be into the corner. Center shot, nobody there, and that is the period. The Blues continue to dominate this game, and they head to the third period with a 4-0 lead.
Good job. Thanks, boys. Good job.
The LABATT Blues have been in the league for several years. This is only their second appearance in a final, and they're only 14 minutes away from their first cup.
Let's go, Blue.
And it's a fight for control. The Border Patrol have it, but we'll send it to the opposite corner. Take them
Let's
on.
go, Blue.
Looking for some help. Try center. Nobody
Good
available.
job, Blue.
Back to the corner. Now tries center up one more time. Goes behind the net. Over to Vinny Amato. And a wayward pass sends Johnson back to the line. Tries a shot. Blocked by Carter. Tries to clear again. Gill winds up. Shot. And a toe save by Story with less than 10 remaining on the penalty. Around the board.
Ready, Dave.
Trying to find some help as the free goes out of the box.
Go.
Back to full strength. Gill looking for someone at the slot, and they say it is not a high stick, so it'll be an icing against the Blues. Okay.
That's a good ice. I'll take it. Pretty good. Yeah.
Have him rewind it on a video. Yeah. To the top of the circle. He's got quick rewind on that.
He's smart. He's smart.
Don't let him win this, Keith.
Won by Border Patrol, but it's going to come out of the zone. And now a race between Joe Gill and Cyrus Ashley. And it will be Gill there first, but has to get Ashley off of him. Does get away. Will get some assistance, but gave it away to Clement.
That's it.
Centers up.
Back it
knocked
up.
away by Weaver. Back the other way. We'll leave it. And it'll be Weaver again. Crosses to Vinny Amato. Shot is blocked and covered up by Story.
Back check hard, boys. You're up. We're got about 3 CFCs. Everybody hard. Everybody hard. Comes off quick, Rob.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
It'll be the Blues one more time. Gave it away to Weaver, back to Gill. Shot is blocked. Between Gill and Fisher. Gill plays off the boards, but ends up giving it away. But it's back to Johnson. Shot is tipped away. Back to the corner, trying to look for a centering pass, unable to find one. It'll pop out, kept in by Johnson. Over to Weaver. Shot, save. Point blank, man going down, no call. It will be Hickerson back the other way, looking for Dennis. Overshoots it. It'll be Joe Gill into the corner as the Border Patrol make one change. Gill trying to get away from Dennis. Trying to shake him off.
Right to the middle, Dave.
And Weaver banging his stick, trying to get the play moving. They do get it out, but it's an icing.
Hey. Swear to God, I'm gonna kill him. You can put that on the tape. I'm gonna kill him. Let him take the face off.
Won by Border Patrol. Modi trying to get away from the double team, does get it, but lost control of the ball. It'll be into the corner between Pratt and Hickerson. Looks like Pratt has it. Sends it back over to Matthews. Matthews with a shot wide of the net. And out it goes, but it's an icing unless Dennis can beat it, and he won't.
Look, Blue. Go, Blue.
And toss up. Still looking for control. Backhand is saved. Shot coming from Hunsinger. There's up for Pratt. That one going wide. Around to Barrett Modi. Looking towards the point. Gave it away to Lyle Blue. Stick goes flying and back down the floor. And it will be McMahon. A wrap around. And second chance covered up by Trebus.
What?
Draw one by Border Patrol. Matthews trying to clear out, but kept in by McMahon. Border Patrol now starting to get desperate. It's going to be Modi that's outside the center circle, and now we'll go to Kurt Hunsinger. Try center, went off the Clement, off the boards. Again, the passes have not been working so well for the Border Patrol this whole game. And it'll be off the boards over to Barrett Modi. Centers to Cameron Pratt. Finds Hunsinger just outside the circle, but taken away by Trip Carter. Tries to get it away, but Matthews with a block. Hunsinger trying to get through. Here's Modi, holds up, shot wide of the net. Backhand, that's blocked. Back to Matthews. Centers for Pratt. Shot, saved by Dave Story. Off the netting. And it will be Blues one more time trying to get away. Give it away to Matthews. Shot, saved by Story. And now the Blues starting to struggle here as they will attempt to clear. Oh, they thought it was out, but here's a breakaway. And Remus comes out and makes a stop on the breakaway. Knocked out of the zone, and Border Patrol trying to chase this one down. Behind the net. As the Border Patrol has got to get aggressive with 7 remaining in regulation.
Nobody goes behind their net, understand?
Back behind it over to Dave Safried. 7 minutes remaining.
Thomas, good hustle.
Blues still have a 4-0 lead in search of their first cup. It will be cleared out. Joe Gill holds on for control. Plays over to Jake Amato at center. And poke check from Dennis. The forechecking. And Joe Gill gave him a forearm shiver, and he is headed to the box.
There all day though. I didn't sell shit.
Oh, they're going to call Dennis for embellishment.
How do you get
Wow. Oh,
How do you get
we're going to have to take another look at that one.
Basically, play out. Don't worry, Bill. He already had it.
Wow, I did not expect that call, so we're going to play 4-on-4. So it is Gill with interference and Dennis for embellishment. And it's going to be into the corner. Jake Amato going down, trying to clear it, and it will be an icing. They forgot they do not have a power play.
Guys, just in case it happens, I'll go in for him at center if Bailey's not out. Going in for Evan?
And centered up and just misses Hickerson. Racing Vinny Amato, but it'll be back over to Johnson. Whiffs the shot. Johnson
In front of the shots, guys.
back at the point now across. Taking a look. Jake Amato with a shot that's blocked. He'll recover his own shot. Another one blocked. Poked away. And the Blues attempt to clear. Kept in by Johnson. Weaver trying to keep it in, and Weaver does. Shot saved by Story, and he continues to keep that 0 on the board.
Dave, where you going, Dave? This is all right. That was a nice work.
I was taking a short walk.
And off the foot of Greg Parlanti as the Blues get out of the zone, but again, it's going to be an icing.
It's 4-on-4.
It's not the worst. It's not the worst in the world.
Toss up, it'll be a race. Who's got this one? It's between Hickerson and Vinny Amato. Still looking for it. Now it's going to be Johnson. Back over to Ryan Weaver with 10 seconds left on the penalties. As they'll send it back to Johnson and off the safety netting, and both men are out of the box. Centers off a foot. Taking a bump is Dave Fisher, coming fresh from the bench, and is sent out down the floor. No icing this time, as Trevis will send it over to Joe Gill. So now, as your Border Patrol, what do you do here? You got to pretty much score a goal per minute.
No freebies! No freebies! There you go!
And it's going to be down the floor, cleared out by Fisher.
Cover the middle!
Now, I start to wonder, do you consider pulling Trevis with this being the last game and with you being down 4? As Vinny Amato races it down, trying to get away from Sean Mitten, plays it off behind the net. Jake Amato will send it over to Vinny Amato. Centers, intercepted by Clement, tries to backhand it out, tipped by Blue. Back over to Fisher, trying one more time, Blue tries, and a second time clears out. Joe Gill takes a look at Dave Fisher.
There you go, 94!
Joe Gill
Pull back, pull
gets some
back!
help from Zach Beasley. Poke check from Fisher.
There you
behind the net as he is trying to kill more of the clock. Tries a wraparound and covered up by Trebus. And a timeout has been called by the Border Patrol. Now, because that the deficit is 4, it will be a running clock unless the Border Patrol score. Well, it is stopped for now for the timeout, but you start to wonder, do you pull Trebus at this point of the game, being down by 4 goals? Because it's been pretty much everything has gone wrong for the Border Patrol. They have not been getting their passes through. They've been running into forechecking, back-checking. Just nothing has been going their way. And right now the LABATT Blues are that close after all these years to getting their first Carolina Cup. With 3:16 remaining. So we'll see what Border Patrol decides to do. But I would expect the aggressive play to be at maximum. Won by the Blues. And a shot by McMahon and a pad save, but the clock's going to continue to run. Won again by the Blues. McMahon with another shot, and that sticked away by Trebus. And tied up on the boards with Modi. Beasley pokes it away. And between McMahon and Cameron Pratt. And Pratt using his stick towards the body. Got to be careful of that. And shot score! Bailey Dennis gets his second of the game and a 5-0 lead for the Blues. And they are only 2.5 minutes away. And the officials are not going to let the Blues waste time. The man going down at a penalty is going to be assessed against Keith. It's going to be against Keith Clement, and it's a holding call. And Clement does not like the call considering the circumstances that we are in right now, but he's going to head to the box. 51. So at this point, I don't believe that penalty is going to matter. And right now, the only thing that would be at risk is the shutout, as they will clear down the floor. Now, this would actually be a good thing for the Blues, as that will keep that clock running. But they have pulled Jim Trebus from the net, 6-on-4. Matthews left it behind, but does recover. Shot high of the net. That did not miss by much. And it's back over to Beasley. Over to Modi. Lost control. Hickerson moves in. It's going to be Cameron Pratt. Centers. Intended for Weaver. Unable to find one. Back to Weaver. Can't get a shot off. Here's another one that was partially blocked. Clear down the floor. A minute 22 remaining. As the Border Patrol, I don't know what else they can do. As that will be cleared out once again by Hickerson. And Beasley can just look on with a minute remaining in this game. And the LABATT Blues, over 5 years of being in this league. And here is a shot that deflected off a foot. 50 seconds remaining. And cleared in, and he scored! That was well over 3/4 of the rink and an empty net goal shorthanded.
Not too many. It is. Frank them off. Look at Bailey getting nice. Don't get that on video. Bailey's getting nice.
20 seconds remain. The Blues are about to experience what many teams in this league have experienced that they never have. As Clement's just going to join him on the floor. After all these years, the LABATT Blues finally have their first Carolina Cup. And they congratulate Dave Story on a Carolina Cup final shutout. As they will head over to the Border Patrol. Border Patrol at least made some tremendous progress and came so close to claiming their first, so they're going to have to wait another season. And pretty much a lot of the luck went the Blues' way. So now, who's going to be the first one to touch it? It's besides actually. So they finally get to touch the cup. They'll head to the scoreboard. A 6-0 shutout.
Okay, everybody.
They
Sucks
finally-
Steve can't be here with us. He's with his mom in Canada. But this is for you, buddy. Thanks for being our goalie. Team captain for the past 3 years. Thanks, Keith.
And giving a shout out to Keith LeGros, who was unable to be with us. Bailey Dennis, along with Dave Fisher, who's going to be the next one to hold it. Evan Mandel and Al sent it across over to McMahon as they will set up for the photo.
All right, line up, bring it in. There's the goal. Everybody shift over a little bit. Everybody over. Everybody move over.
On the yellow line.
Put the cup on the line. Good. Ready? Here we go.
So the Blues finally claim their first cup. We'll be back with a wrap up.
I'm here with Bailey Dennis and Dave Fisher. So over 5 years that this team has been in, second attempt, you finally got it. So what changes have you made to this team to finally get to this moment?
I think it's the same team as last season. Came close, but we've been playing together for a while, and we finally put the pieces together, and we're pretty happy with our teammates. One sort of spot is that our goaltender Keith is in Canada with his mom. I hope she's feeling better. We had Dave Story fill in, and we did a spectacular job with the shutout.
Yeah, speaking of that, shutout, which is a rarity in the Carolina Cup Finals. Dennis, your thoughts on the story?
Like, goes back to what he said. Like 5 years ago, I wasn't even here. I've been on this team for what, 3 or 4 seasons. It's all. I feel like it's all starting to click. I feel like we got all the pieces together. Yeah, it sucks Keith's not here, but we have Dave to fill the gap. I feel like the same result would have came if Keith were here. I feel like our offense is just over there.
Your forechecking and back-checking have been very effective in getting the Border Patrol has been struggling to get out of their zone for the entire game. Was that part of your strategy going in?
Absolutely. I mean, they're a team filled with skilled guys that like to peel up the boards and take a shot and crowd the net. And that was our goal to keep them from being in the zone, a little bit like the neutral zone trap in the RSHL, but it was effective, and I got to give all the credit to the defense, obviously out, the goalie out, played a great game, and I think we won it.
All right, so the Blues, after all these years, their first Carolina Cup. Congratulations, enjoy it. And for us, we still have 2 other games to show you guys. So, till then, this is Daniel Wilson, along with Haley Dennison and Dave Fisher. We'll see you next time around. Congrats, guys. The RSHL is supported by AllBlackHockeySticks.com, the stick of choice for many players of the RSHL. It is a very light and durable stick for only $89. AllBlackHockeySticks.com.